Let's learn to use 123D design to create a simple name tag, like a sort of like a license plate style name tag that you could stick on your bike or stick on the door of your room or have on your desk to let people know who you are. But anyway, we're basically going to create it by starting with a box. Our box is going to be the width of 100 wide, so it's going to be a fairly wide name tag. Let's go with 40 wide and 100 long. That's better. Sorry, 100 wide. And we're going to go with the height of 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters is quite good. I'm going to just drop it in the middle there. It doesn't really matter where we drop it. Basically, we've got that as our name tag. Now, I want my name tag to have nice rounded corners, so I'm going to click on that corner there. Then I'm going to hover around on this side and press and hold Shift and click on that side. If you didn't know how I hover around, you can always use the orbit, but then click away and then click on here. But I use 2 fingers on my touchpad. Seems to work quite well. Or the right click on your normal mouse. If you've got a Macintosh mouse, like the white mouse for the Mac computers, then get rid of it and get an old-fashioned black cheapo mouse. Will work better for this particular program. Now that I've got all those 4 little corners there selected, I'm going to go with the fillet, which is actually a rounded fillet, and I'm going to set it to be maybe 5 millimeters. That looks good. You can actually drag this in and out so you can be happy with how things are going, but if you drag it in too far, it goes a bit funny. So 5 millimeters seems like a good one to me. I'm going to now grab this, select the whole thing. I'm going to press Control C and Control V. That's Command C and Command V on the Windows machine. And I'm just going to drag it up in the air. Let's go to top view now and look at this. I'm going to click on it and choose Smart Scale. And you can see that I've got a scale up here of 100. I'm going to change that. I'm going to make it so that I've got a 2 millimeter lip all the way around. The 2 millimeter lip all the way around, so I need to take off 4 millimeters to make that work. So 96 on this side. And over here, I can't quite see it. I need to use the pan tool maybe. There it is. So there it is there, 40. I can change that to 36. And then change this one to 96. Didn't accept that change for some reason because I clicked away and press enter. And now I've got that changed. Now I could just move that back down. I'll click the tick box. I could just move this back down and because it's exactly in the right spot. But just to be sure, I'm going to use my favorite tool, which is the snap tool. I'm going to click on this, I'll click on the top surface, click on the bottom surface, and it's going to snap. Then I'm going to click on them and choose ungroup to make sure that they are in fact ungrouped. Now I'm going to grab this and press the move button, and because it's pointing up, I'm going to click on the up arrow and move it down by going -2. So it's now embedded in there by -2. Press enter. And then I'm going to use the subtract tool. I'm going to keep the bottom one. I'm going to subtract the top one and press enter. So you now see I've got this nice little sort of tray area here. I'm going to put 2 drill holes in there. I'm going to use 3 millimeter drill holes. So I'm going to use cylinders for that. Just get a 3 millimeter cylinder. Sorry, that's 2. 1.5 will give me a 3 millimeter hole all the way around. Just going to drop that there. And then I'm going to once again use the snap tool, click on the top one there, click there, and that moves it exactly to the center. I'm now going to click on that and ungroup so that I can now select just that one thing. I'm going to press Command C and Command V. I'm going to move it in this direction about 45 millimeters, or exactly 45 millimeters. Then I click on this one, press move, click on that one, and because I'm going in the opposite direction to the arrow, I used to use the -45, and that will send it the other way. I can now grab that one and press D to drop it, grab this one and press D to drop it, and then I can use the subtract tool, click on the thing I want to keep, click on the thing I want to lose, click on the other thing I want to lose and press enter. So I've now got a plate that I can actually screw in with some little round button head screws that should fit on there. They'll be quite small, but that way I can screw the plate onto the wall. I now just need to put my name on it, and I do that using the text tool. So I'm going to use the text tool. I'm going to click on the surface first that I want the text to appear on, and then I'm going to clear roughly where I want the text to start appearing. And it never ever turns out the right way, but that's all right. We can just rotate it around here until it does. And I'm going to put my name in here. There it is. I'm going to make it bigger so it sort of takes up. Maybe 25 might be the right size. Is that going to be too big? Yep, that's too big. So maybe 20. That's going to be probably right. And then I might play around by choosing a font that I like. I usually like something like Impact because it prints out nicely in small sizes. But because I'm going with quite a big text, I could choose any sort of text I want. Maybe I could go a little bit bigger, maybe 22. Just move that around now. Yep, that's going to work for me. Make sure that I can center it by my eye and click on OK. I've now got the text there. All I need to do is click on that text and you can see it's gone green. I'll get this little cog happening there. I can choose extrude text. I'm going to drag it up 1, 2 millimeters. Oh, that's 5 millimeters. 2 millimeters. No, I'm going to type in 2 millimeters. That'll make it easier. And press enter. Now the problem is that I've got that actual text is still there underneath. So the way I can choose that is I can select this solid. I can hide solids and meshes for temporary. I can click on that text and delete it. And then I can show solids and meshes. So there's my little name tag. That'll print out nicely on just about any printer you can imagine. I don't really like that font, by the way. But anyway, that's my name tag. You can have create your own name tag and basically put that in, upload that to the learning management system, the LMS, and we'll see what we can do. And basically, if you wanted to put anything else on there, maybe you could cut some holes in it, that sort of thing, make it a little bit more fancy. You can try that. Just say, for example, you wanted to put just put another hole in it somewhere just so that you can screw it up or hook it up or something. Or you can even put a sphere in it. So let's just whack the sphere there. And you could basically just sink that sphere just a little bit. Don't know why you do this, but anyway. So let's just sink that sphere by maybe 2 millimeters down, so negative because the arrow is pointing up. And that's probably not a great idea, but anyway. And then you could also do a subtraction. Take that out, press enter, and you've got a sphere in there, but I don't know why you do that. Anyway, I'm going to press Command Z and select that and delete it. There's my name tag.